Hi everyone! Welcome back to Mom and Me Beauty. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts, review, tutorial on the new Rimmel Magnif'Eyes Electric Violet Edition. They did come out with several new palettes, mostly monotones. They had one that was the nudes and like pinky shades. And then they also came out with this electric purple version, and then I think they came out with a third one, but I don't remember what the theme or shade selection on that palette was. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. My daughter and I are a duo team. We post 2 beauty videos a week. On Mondays is Mom and Me Day, and on Thursdays is either Teen Take with her or Mom Moment with me. We're gonna start with the tutorial, move into the review, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've already put on my foundation and my brows and my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to try to incorporate my blush and my highlighter and my contour into this video as well, because I do want to give you a more complete tutorial. To start out this look, I'm going to go into the palette. Now none of these shades have names to them or numbers associated, like there's nothing. So I'll just tell you which shade over from the left that I'm going to be using. To start out the look, in my crease, I'm going to be using the second shade in the palette. This is like a cross between a brown and a purple. It's a really pretty shade. Now normally at this point I go straight in for my lid color. However, I'm going to use a little bit of the shade that I want to use in my outer corner and apply that now, so that when I do apply my lid color, it kind of blends in as I apply it. So that being said, I'm going to be using the 9th shade in from the left. That is the shade to the right of that teal or aqua green shade. This is, again, going to go in my outer corner. So now I am going to go in with my lid shade. This I'm going to be applying wet with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. And I'm going to be using the shade now to the left of that teal shade, so it's the 7th shade from the left. This is a really nice purple shade, light purple shade, and again, this is going over on my lid. You see that pigment? You see how intensely pigmented that is? And that's just the first dip into the pan with the MAC Fix Plus. I could intensify that even more, and I think I actually might. These shades are intensely, ridiculously pigmented. And from what I hear, purple is one of the hardest shades to get right with makeup. All right, I am gonna go back in with that same crease brush and a little bit more of the crease color, just to blend these 2 shades together so that the lid color isn't as harsh. These blend so easily. I don't know if you can see that on camera, maybe on this side. Do you see that the gradient that these shades produce? I mean, so you've got the crease color that I used up here. Then you've got the outer corner shade that I used right here. You can see the gradient between those 2. And then you've got the lid color. There's like another gradient right there. So only using 3 shades, I feel like I've created like 6 already, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 shades. It's unreal. Like, I can't believe how well these shades work together. And this is such an affordable palette. That's just a bonus. So next up, I want to intensify the outer corner shade a little bit more. So I am going to go back into that same shade that is the 9th shade in from the left, so the shade to the right of that teal color. That again, I'm going to pack on the outer corner and then just blend it in. And I am blending this very, very lightly so that I don't lose the intensity of either the lid shade or this shade. Moving on to brow bone. Unfortunately, there is not one shade in here that I can use for my brow bone, so if you allow me the liberty, I am going to be going into my Maybelline The City Kits Pink Edge, and I'm going to be using that really light pale pink shade as my brow bone highlight. Okay, going back to this palette, the highlight of this video, I am going to be doing my lower waterline or my lower lash line. I'm going to be using the third shade in from the right. So this is a more vibrant purple. All of these shades except for the crease color and one of the purples are shimmer, so it will give a little bit of like shimmer and shine to your lower lash line. And lastly, for inner corner highlight, we're going to be using the very first shade from the left in the palette. This is a cross between like a really pale purple and a taupe. It's almost pulls like a gray steely purple, if that makes sense. Anyways, it's a really pretty shade. In the tutorial that Emma and I did on Monday regarding the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, I will link that video right up here in the corner for you and in the description bar below if you'd like to check it out. In that video, I didn't do my mascara and my eyeliner on camera. I'm going to try to do that today. So, for my eyeliner, I will be using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Liquid Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Black. Next, I am going to curl my eyelashes, and then I'm going to be applying mascara. Now, I wanted to show you what my normal routine is, what I normally do in terms of mascara, and I'm a bit much with mascara, I have to admit. A little ashamed to say that, but I am. So what I do is I start out with the CoverGirl Peacock Flare Waterproof to give me length. Then I go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise Waterproof. These are all waterproof products, by the way. That gives me volume on top of the length that the CoverGirl gives me. And then for my lower lashes, I use the Maybelline, the Falsies Pushup Angel. So that's the eyes complete. I would like to show you my contour, blush, highlight, and lipstick. Let me zoom you out and then we'll start with that. All right, so now that you're zoomed out, we're going to go in with contour. So I've already, as a part of my base routine, like my foundation routine, I do apply a little bit of like a foundation stick bronzing color to my forehead just to get give it a little bit of sun-kissed depth. I do like to add in a little bit of contouring powder in my cheekbones just to give that a little bit more definition. So I am going to be using my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronzette, and this is in the shade number 1 Light. This appeared in one of our recent Gotta Have It's, Don't Buy It. I will link that video up here in the cards for you and in the description bar below if you'd like to check it out. I absolutely, totally cannot believe how good this bronzer is. I just put a little bit, like I said, in the contour of my cheekbones just to give it a little bit more depth. And then whatever is left over on the brush after, oh my gosh. I just noticed that the lights in the background were not on. I just turned them on. Blooper, to be seen shortly. Whatever is left over on the brush, I do like to blend it in and then give my chin a little bit of contour too. So I'll bring it down here on my jawbone. Next up for my blush is my Ulta Beauty Mirror Blush in Peony. This also appeared in, I think, the same Gotta Have It's video. I'm pretty sure it did. Anyways, love, absolutely adore this blush. I have not been able to put it down ever since I got it, and I've had it now probably a month and a half, a good 2 months. It's literally like the only blush I will touch. If you have a fuller face like I do, you know, more round, more full, bigger if you will, it is very important where you put your blush, because if you put it too low, you can actually make your face look fuller. If you put it too high, it just looks strange. So you really have to draw an imaginary line from the corner of your eye down, like straight down, and you do not want to come any more forward than that line. So what I'd like to do is start at that imaginary line with my circles, and then you want to bring it up and back towards your hairline. And that tends to slim my face down. It doesn't make my face look fuller, and it doesn't look strange. It looks natural. If you were to bring it all the way forward, you'd almost make it look like you gave yourself a sunburn with blush. And finally, for the face products, I'm going to be using my highlighter by Catrice Cosmetics. It's their highlighting powder in the shade number 15, Mary Cherry Blossom. Again, this is a highlighter that just looks so natural, which is the kind of highlighter I like. I don't like anything that's like glaring, can be seen from space. That's just not my vibe. This is very natural looking, and it goes with so many different eye looks, from pink to purples to like natural neutral colors, beiges, warm browns. It just looks completely natural with everything I do. A little bit down the bridge of the nose and on the Cupid's bow. Okay, I'm gonna set all my makeup before I put on my lip color. I'm gonna be using my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Fantastic stuff. I'm on my like third or fourth bottle of this. Last up, I am going to be doing my lip color. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade number 842 Candyman. This is from their new chocolate, Les Chocolat, beg your pardon, line. It really does smell and taste like chocolate. It's a beautiful shade, and I find it goes really, really well with my purple eye looks. So that is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to zoom out in a second, and we're going to talk about my review and my thoughts on this palette. So that is the tutorial. I hope that you really like this look. I absolutely love purple eyeshadow looks. It is one of my things, that and pink. I think that purple just naturally goes really, really well with brunettes and brown-haired people, but I have seen some really gorgeous purple looks on like blondes and redheads, so it's just one of those colors that's like a universal shade that pretty much anybody can use. Now, specifically this palette, from what I've heard, purple is the hardest shade to get right in terms of eyeshadow formulations. I don't know, that's just what I've heard. So the fact that they came out with all these shades that are purple and they're good is kind of impressive. There are a total of 12 shades in this palette. One shade is definitely not purple, but it's like a complementary teal or like aquamarine green shade. And then you do have a black shade. Now during the tutorial, I said all but 2 of the shades are shimmery shades. It's actually 3. The black shade in there is matte. A lot of people like to put that in their outer corner just to give it a little bit of depth. And then there's one purple shade that is matte. That purple shade is right here. It's a really bright, vibrant purple. And then you also have the crease color, which I used in the tutorial, that is matte. The rest of them are shimmer. They're so gorgeous. They're bright, they're vibrant, but at the same time, they blend well in with each other. During the tutorial, I also showed you that it was almost like I created a gradient effect. So I went from one shade of purple into the next and created a third shade in between the two. It was so amazing. I've never encountered a palette that has actually done that for me. Honestly, truly, I have never encountered that before. So I was very impressed by that. They blend in really, really well. Like I said, the shades selection of different shades of purple pulling cool toned. And then you also have some that are bright and vibrant and have maybe a little titch more red in them than blue. They're just so, so pretty. And I do want to mention this shade right here, the third shade in from the left when you're looking at the palette. That shade actually is a shade shifter. So I have applied it to my eyes. It looks purple in the pan. I've applied it to my eyes and it kind of shifts towards pink when you get it caught in certain light. It's amazing. I can't believe how it happens, how good it is. I think it's got a little bit of iridescence, maybe a little bit of iridescent powder in it along with the shimmer. I don't know how they do it, but it works and it's great. So yeah, I absolutely love this palette. I'm sure you've probably figured that out by now. I've been reaching for it time and time again. The one downside to this that I do have to mention is there is not a shade in here that you can use for your brow bone highlight. There's just, I mean, I'm sure some people could pull off the first shade in here, which is what I use for my inner corner highlight, as a brow bone highlight. But I don't like adding shimmery highlight to my brow bone because I have such a heavy hood. I don't want to add more attention to that area. So I like to use brighter matte shades. That's why I had to pull in from my other palette. Other than that, I think this is a fantastic palette. I am really anxious to create a look with that teal green aquamarine color in there. Oh, just absolutely love it. It's so affordable. I picked mine up at Walmart. If you can find yourself one of these, I highly suggest it, especially if you love purples like me. And that is it for this video. I hope that you really enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell that is right next to it so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Please make sure you share our video and our channel with your friends and family who you think would get some really great benefit out of our content here on YouTube. We welcome all of our new subscribers, and we are so excited that we just keep growing in our community here on YouTube. Our little niche here, the YouTube corner of the world, is growing. You all really have been a great support to us, and we really feel like you're just a part of our extended family. In the comment section below, let me know if you got this palette yourself, what you think of it, or if you found another purple themed palette or mostly purple palette that you are absolutely loving. I would love to know. I love trying out new products and seeing what works best for me. Make sure you connect with us on Instagram under Mom and Me Beauty, and with Emma under Emma_N_2004. She can also be found on Pinterest under the same username. Thanks again for watching, and I can't wait to see you in our next Mom and Me video. Bye everyone!